All right, there we go. All right, got it then. Hey, yo, what's up? It's another Intuition Monday. Thank you. Peace and love to you all, son. Like I was like near the New York Amsterdam Corporation. Hey, yo, son, another Intuition Monday. But peace and love to you all, brother Shana named L. You already know all is well. And my bro, what was that you called me? No, what was that?
Braveheart.
Oh. And I'm here with my bro, the living master, and he is.
You are hilarious, man. Namaste. Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey here in Morocco at Northwest of Maxim. How are you? Let's get it, man. I'm gonna do this editing on the fly here, man, while you continue your intro, bro. Islam.
All right, yes. Peace and love to you all. Happy Moon Day. Happy almost Astro New Year. Sun will be ingress in Aries. I think that's about 1724 Eastern, 1624 Central, 424, right? About two. No, wait, but
well, Mountain, it was just gonna be still the same. So Pacific, it'll be 2. It'll be 14. 24. 14, and it depends on the software too, bro. Like Sirius was like 13 seconds, but Astro Gold was like in 27 seconds. So it's like a 14-second discrepancy of when it's actually happening, depending on whichever software, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. So yeah, roughly just about 13 to 27 seconds after the clock says 1724 or 524 post meridian Eastern. And adjust your times accordingly. But however, I just wanted to add that to your wisdom, Brother Sean. Go ahead, I yield, bro.
Gratitude indeed. So yeah, that will be happening today. We got the new moon occurring tomorrow, right? So and actually before we get into the charts, I'll be starting us off. Brother Sign will be closing us out. We're going to read from Encyclopedia of Astrology, and also that we will have not one, but 2 new moons for this Aries cycle, which is very interesting. We've got the first one tomorrow occurring at 0 degrees Aries, and then the final one will be sometime in April. I'm not sure on the exact date, but that will be at 29 degrees Aries.
Yeah, so, about maybe the 20th, 19th or 20th of April. Possibly.
Actually, I already got the chart, so let me just go to that, right? There we go. April 20th, yeah, just shortly before the sun ingresses Taurus.
Yuppity duppity.
Back to here. Start now in the Pisces. Oh no, wait, those Taurus only started out there. All right, there we go. So got that ready and queued. So let me go ahead and hit the share screen. Voila. We're not going there just yet. So let me get this out. Come here. Hopefully that looks good on your side. All right, so yes, we have the new moon, 0 degrees Aries. So we're here at the Encyclopedia of Astrology by Nicholas Devore. We have Aries, 0 degrees, a positive nature that creates its own destiny. Cusp of the first lunar mansion, a so-called critical degree. All right, so then next we're going to go look at Gemini, right? Because Mars will be transiting 28 degrees. So we have 2 interesting fixed stars here. We have Polaris, Alpha, and the Ursae Minoris, a topaz, yellow, and pale white double star, and the tail of the little bear, and marking the celestial pole. It is now 1 degree 14 minutes distance from North Pole, but in 2095, it will reach the nearest distance, 26 degrees 30 minutes. The pole has been successfully marked by Alpha Lyrae or Vega. We got the C 12,200 BC before Christ, some would say, right? Draconis, 45,000 BC, and A Draconis, and that is 22,700 BC. It'll be marked by Cephas, 4,500, AD, after death, Anti Domini. However, you would like to say that. Alpha Cephi at 7,500. Then we have Cygni, right? And again, Vega. And this has the nature of Saturn and Venus, sickness and affliction, legacies attended by evil effects. And also conjunct Mars will be, ruling over this Arian new moon, right? Aries ruled by Mars. You have the fixed star Betelgeuse, the Alpha Oranius, and this is irregularly variable. Make sure y'all see that, hopefully. Fixed star, right? Orange star, and the right shoulder of Orion. The nature of Mars, Mercury, Saturn, and Jupiter. When in opposition, said to cause accidents, but in conjunction, which is what this is, to bring honors. A military star. And Mars will be at 28 degrees. So this is also a degree of tuberculosis pertaining to the lungs. All right, guys. So we went through that just to give you a quick snap synopsis of that. So I'm gonna come now here. Hey, come on. Come on over here to the charts. Right. Get that there. Move this here. And all right. And I will get this thing going. All right. So let me come back here to some other notes here. Oh, why are you not showing? Oh no. There we go.
Oh no. What?
Oh no. All right, y'all. So let's do this thing, right? All right, so we are here at Lata, the Solomon Islands. This is occurring March 22nd, 2023, on the Wednesday Mercury day. All right, at 0400 hours, 23 minutes, 8 seconds. All right, so we have Sun and the moon here. This is the new moon, right? Spirit and part of fortunes are conjunct at the new moons, right? So let's get right into it. In the first house, this is occurring for a lot of Solomon Islands. So yeah, a lot of new beginnings here when it comes to this. And with it being in like a weak conjunction, right, with Mercury. Mercury is like the degree of like unsatisfied ambition. So the people in this area could be feeling, that new things are coming, right? It's a tide being in their favor, and Jupiter being the chart ruler, right? It's in the second house at the degree of children. So they're setting ways. I'm getting a lot of things to be set up for the children, right? Doing things for the children, bringing value to the children, and also just leadership here. Jupiter in Aries is bringing that like that expansion to your philosophy and just your understanding of things. And once you value just higher knowledge and higher learning, you'll be able to heal from those past pains that you went through, so that you can make way for yourself and your children. And we have Mars also dispositing for this new moon at 28 degrees, and this is in the fourth house. Like I said, conjunct that Polaris in Betelgeuse. So a lot of honors. I feel like it's not going to be a lot of honors. Maybe you see something for like the so-called military, right? Maybe a military honors or graduation with that. And no, bros, check me right. So Mars is also quincunxing with Pluto, right? So with quincunxes being like an area of life that could be challenging. So we've got the fourth here for Mars in the 11th house for Pluto. So when it just comes to like your home life or just the internet, right? You guys will really be able to embrace what challenges that could be there in order to really collect and transform yourself. So maybe someone's wanting to now start doing gardening, right? Posting their gardening or posting their info material that they would feel can help uplift humanity. Mars in the fourth is also about just like stimulation. So not getting into like heated debates, or someone call like arguments, but I'm really taking that energy of wanting the mental stimulation and just a conversation to really collect something outside of yourself that is bigger than you, but we'll assist, right? Pardon. Let's see, and I think Mars is also in a quintile with Jupiter. All right, so yeah, just when it comes to your education and values, just finding something that is worthwhile than you used to. All right, so for that one, I will yield. All right, get in there. Now we'll be moving on to the Aries zone. All right. Now in the Aries zones, we're at Sarmi, Indonesia, and this is occurring March 22nd, 2023 as well at 0200 hours 23 minutes. We have Sol and Luna and the second house of values. All right, so and with Sun and Moon being at 0 degrees, so that represents a new beginning, as I read in the intro, a positive nature that creates its own destiny. All right, so you guys here will be able to, like I said, really see the values in things and finding value within yourself. A lot of collective. I'm also feeling there's going to be waking up to the fact and the truth that the priesthood has been dead. So taking value and accountability for oneself, so that now you can, like I said, start doing the things necessary needed to move forward. Saturn is the chart ruler. Saturn's in the first and Pisces. So there's going to be a lot of kind of like a lot of full circle, right? 360 moments, full circle moments coming to your sense of self. What they would term karma or universal justice, however you like to do that. Right, Aquarius on the rise too, 6 degrees. So a lot of organizing also that is needed to be done here. We got Mars in the fifth. That's creativity. So yeah, I'm actually, I don't know, even thinking like someone could be like having some kind of maybe heated debate about who creates what, or something in that matter when it comes to like any like creativity or expression. But after this, as they would call it, quote unquote, a heated debate or, argument, whatever, they'll really see that they're really on the same page. They're just looking at two things in a different way, but it's based in the same foundation. I'm going to use Uranus as a co-ruler, right, in the fourth house. So, yeah, a lot of rebellion from like past home life, right? Maybe even just the psychological foundations of that. Like, why do you think the way you think? Why the way you act, how you act? So just revisiting that mental foundation and just how you like nurture yourself. Like, what active ways do and move to bring a sense of balance. Once again, honors so here, so maybe some recognition for like creativity or a project, maybe a new book coming out, right? Somewhere in that fashion. All right, with that, I will yield. All right. Now I will move to the Pisces zone. All right, so we are here at Nha Trang, Vietnam. We got that. We got Capricorn on the rise here. Saturn is ruling that from the second. We're going to talk about Luna and Sol in the third house. Right, in the house of communication and also short trips. So yeah, I've seen a lot of beings are now, like I said, planning those, vacations or short trips. But this is like community too, like really moving forward with the plans for the community, not in a statutory sense, but really stepping up to do something for community that is true and sincere. Right, Sun and Moon and Aries, and Sun's and the exalted sign, but not by degree. The Sun's exalted in Aries, so a lot of sense of leadership, maybe like a lot of kind of like we're not gonna take it energy, kind of like gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. It's like waking up, rising up, like to yourself. Saturn's in the second house, also ruling the first as well. So there's a lot of changes here, especially if you really kind of just been focusing on like spiritual growth or just any kind of personal growth, right? Or valuable growth. Like, how do you value how you've came, right? Right? What ways of your identity has changed for the good or for the worse? Look at that dual side nature, Mars in the sixth, right, in the house of like health and service and also pets. So with that Pluto there. So it's kind of maybe like breaking the barrier, just how you see yourself and how do you put yourself out there. And it's also kind of the information that you are just collecting for chatty wise. But what's deeper than just surface conversation, surface thing, pardon me, that can really bring you some value and some worth to the mission. Wow, this is an awesome nighttime chart. Everything's below the horizon. Interesting. So yeah, this is occurring probably early. So yeah, man, if you could, this time, just for this area, if y'all like meditate, it should be dark early, like meditating or like even like running. Someone might even start like a running night schedule, right? It's like, I'm gonna run during the nights. I'm gonna run during the nocturnal hours. I'm gonna avoid everybody.
Relay. Let me stop.
It's like getting that going and I think that saying is, as I yield for this, is just there's nothing to it but to do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do
it. I was just thinking about that too. That's hilarious. I yield though, bro.
Yeah, beautiful. So yep, and happy early solar return to all the Aries out there. So I'll say that as well. And with that, I'll yield. Let me get the bro here into the Aquarius.
Alrighty. I got the Aquarius, Capricorn, and Sag zones. All right. So in the Aquarius zone, right, where the new moon is taking place for this particular slice, or wedge pertaining to the planet, right? If you were to look at, the planet like an orange, right, very global, that shape would be, right, very spherical, right? However, let's say that orange has 12 slices, and, each slice is under a zodiacal sign, so to speak, right? So for this particular zone, the zodiacal zone, if we were to put it like that, the Aquarius zone, right? For Butwal, Nepal, right? And this new moon is taking place approximately the 21st March 2023, right? So it's Tuesday for there at 2300 hours, 8 minutes and 8 seconds. It's saying there, right? Which is 11:08:08 post meridian, Nepali time, I'm guessing, right? With that being said, we can see clearly the new moon is taking place in the 4th house. So when it comes to our creativities and the things that we like to do at home, particularly, what I'll say is we'll be finding a way to really secure ourselves in a way where we can allow spiritual wisdom to settle, in a way we can institute some things and communicate that which is necessary, and be sure to actually allow ourselves to not have such a fatalistic experience with things that are spiritual, right? Really do ourselves justice by just being very creative in how we're really expanding our knowledge pertaining to foreign affairs, all right? And really allow oneself to be very fortunate in bringing forth the justice within oneself, while also deputizing the action necessary to, you know, really go strong for yourself despite what the popular opinion is. And I yield there for the Aquarius zone for Butwal, Nepal. Very interesting too. I know 0 degrees Aries is a positive nature and creates, you know, or that creates its own destiny, right? It's also the cusp of the first dimension, right? So just, you know, with that being said, you know, it's like, hey guys, let's enjoy ourselves. Let's do some things that's fresh and new, right? This year is happening in the 5th house. Moon has is basically second to the house that it would have accidental dignity in. However, Sun has the accidental dignity exactly there. So what we could also really see when it comes to our subconscious mind and our heart, being able to be on the same page, I think we're going to need to really find the values, alrighty, in things that are really essentially dignified within our own thinking, within our own sphere, no longer really allowing others to, you know, force their opinions, you know, on you, seeing as though in the 8th house with its accidental dignity, Mars, which is ruling not only the 1st house, it's also ruling the 6th house. You kind of do yourself a service, right? And localize those ideas that are within yourself and allow one to technically put their spirit on you. And we're speaking to those that are within the Capricorn zone, all right, near Arian, Saudi Arabia. This is taking place, again, on the 21st March 2023, which is a Tuesday, at 2000 hours, 23 minutes, and 8 seconds when they'll be experiencing that, right? So it's saying 8:23:08 post meridian Eastern, right? So what you guys can actually allow yourselves to be able to do is be very hospitable and prepared to really bring forth the wisdom that's necessary and a justice that may seem like it's coming from some immaculate conception within yourself, and really allow yourself to clean your activities by really just going with your heart and the things that you're thinking, no longer seemingly having to act for the benefit of yourself based on pleasing someone else. So really allow yourself to be highly creative in how you're instituting your subconscious mind and heart to be on the same page. Therefore, being able to communicate, even though you may not feel heard, cool. Feel that your communication may be a little combust. No worries. Do it on your own without the approval of others. And with that, I yield the floor, taking it to the Sagittario zone. Sagittario. All right. So looking at Sagittarius here, guys, this is happening still for the 21st March 2023, right? On a Tuesday at about 19:23:08, right? That's how we're seeing it here, all right? It's funny, man. The first one I did said 11:08:08, and this one is all saying 23:08 as far as the minutes and seconds is concerned. I thought that was interesting. However, this is happening in approximately, again, 7:20 2308 post meridian. All right, and this is happening near the Lusaka Zambia portion within the Sagittarius zone. Happening within the 6th house where this is taking place. Again, very interesting too, because Jupiter's there sharing in the 6th, and all this Arian energy, right? However, under the dispositorship of Jupiter, everything in the 6th house, that is, what will be able to happen is to really probably analyze those things that are maybe not doing a service to us, that are in excess. So there's no need to really be excessive here. Really find the balance that's necessary so that you can really have a harmonious and sort of a moment where you feel right at home, and really finding the beauty in enjoying yourself being at home. Because Venus there in the 7th house in Taurus, ruling over the ascendant. Jesus Monesis, even though under the dispositorship of Mars, can be very active in moving forward in one's relationship with others and making the sudden changes that are necessary. Maybe you may have to pour out some information to someone, or be able to find some beautiful balance in some technological changes within how you're relating to other people. You may be someone who has not known how to use FaceTime, and now your daughter or your son has gotten you a phone so that you can do video chatting, and you're like, I really don't like this. However, you learn to love it. Because ultimately what you're realizing is it was a little excessive to keep trying to find a quarter to use a payphone, or a little excessive to try to keep using that flip phone that you've been enjoying, because you may have to go through so much just to be able to, enjoy that call. However, another side of this is really being able to be very just in your affairs and how you move forward, really seeing those things that are fortunate from your past, maybe some old technology that was thoroughly assisting you. However, what you can do now is take some of those old ideas, right, and utilize them within the new frame of actions that you're taking, as well as with new technology that you may have received from a loved one as a gift. And with that, I yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I am well pleased, Brother Sean Aleem El Islam. As a matter of fact, bro, I'm sitting here posting on Facebook and just sharing out. Let's see who's in the chat real quick. Let's see if there's anyone here. All right. All righty, not a problem at all. I see 3 that are viewing. However, 7 gives the abbreviations for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Indeed, Islam to 7. And Real, right? Real Abram, right? Cool. They're giving the 5 on the left, 2 on the right. It's looking like. So peaceful greetings to you also. Islam. How you, bro?
Islam. All right, we are now moving on to the Scorpio zone. All right, occurring March 21st on a Tuesday at Porto, Portugal. Occurring at 1700 hours, 23 minutes, 8 seconds. All right. We have the new moon occurring here in the 7th house of relating. All right, so maybe this is like some new love, new partnership. For some, for others, it could be just harmoniously going away about doing business, whether you would like to be private with that, or you would like to do it, so-called publicly, to do it for the people, to bring a service, all right, that is beneficial. Also, for those that are in partnerships, I would say to take any fiery nature or conversations, or just, anything that can make you heated, and just find a way to calmly and collectively speak and communicate what needs to be said. Things might not be clear, or it's just too much anger, as they would say, seeing red. So, just calming down and, relaxing and taking this time to set forward new ways of communicating and being, right? Right, having a ego death here. Also, let's see, Mars is in the 10th house here. So 10th house of career is a key word for Mars, right? Mars has the nature of Luna, of the moon, being at 28 degrees. So making your career, your home, like kind of like home, right? Maybe bringing some dishes, or bringing books to everyone, or going to speak to everyone and having your own kind of lingo, as they would say, or greetings for everyone. But really internalizing just the honor that you bring and the value that you bring to the career for yourself. And there's some talents and skills. Let's see here. As some could be really good with handling others' resources for them, right? Business of the values of the business. Jupiter in the 8th, second from the 7th there. So yeah, for the children too, right? Maybe making a move or action that will benefit, as they would say, your children, right? From here on out, after the realization of some pain, but also just seeing what are you good at, right? If you're unsatisfied with things or how things are moving, what ways can you look at the other side of it and really be able to see just the two sides of nature, the dual side nature, right? The as above, the so below. And you'll be able to make some changes, right? Mercury's a chart ruler. Mercury's in the 7th reflecting. So yeah, saying it with your chest, but saying it with love. For that Mercury being Aries, just not letting stagnations or just whatever you feel like should be occurring that should have already happened, right? Just knowing that everything is already written and is on its own time. So being able to just be in the flow of it. And yeah, so where you at, Pluto? Yeah, maybe just some also could be feeling maybe like a challenge when it comes to their creating or just finding joy because they would like to be maybe in conversation or doing other things. So just finding some calmness in that due to maybe some anxiety, you'll be able to collect and really just be able to listen to yourself. This is like a lot of Akashic download energy too. So maybe spring forth some new ideas and making sure that you're collecting everything from the last time that you planted those seeds, whether it be physical or mental. All right, and with that, I will yield the floor. All right, and we are in the Libra zone. We got the new moon on a Tuesday. We in Brumado, Brazil. Oh, yay. Oh, yay. You got Leo on the rise. And the sun and moon try to ascend it. Ascend it?
Wow, that is actually very interesting. Yes, that is a trine.
I'll quote my bro here. Beautifully Zodiacal.
You're hilarious. Wow.
Wow, yeah, that's all I can say is like, wow. Right. So yeah, Leo, all right, so Leo rising. So for this Brumado, Brazil area, wow, sun and moon's in the 8th, right? Under the rulership of Mars and Jupiter, right? So benefic and malefic, as you would say. And some would say, right? And with that Mars and Jupiter quintile. Yeah, this is like kind of like a rebirth, as some would say, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. This area 2, it's gonna be I'm gonna say like a party, but just like a whole new revamp, like a whole new energy. That's like unseen before. Wow. Beings are going to be I'm gonna say like retribution and justice is on the way. Like, yeah. Gosh, that is beautiful. Yeah, you guys, y'all are gonna be reaping the seeds that you've sown, but there's gonna be a change, right? Saturn the 7th, right? Couldn't ask a Horary question right now. That's what you'd be like a double whammy. 0 degrees and Saturn the 7th, but Saturn's like ruling over the contracts and relating, right? Yeah, this is kind of like new, like leadership. So yeah, they're gonna be stepping up from the norm to really represent and stand for the people. And yeah. I can just
make a change for what's in my life. Let me stop, yo. You said it was going to be a change, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
For like a video, some sort of service from this area with them playing at Michael Jackson Change, or maybe in Moorish Latin, where they be like Spanish. But yeah, there's just a lot of change going on. The people are realizing, or they will start to realize, right? Because we can say things and might happen instantly, or it might happen, some future in time. But this is like setting your new goals and intention for until this time next year, right? So this is what you do. You get you a pen and a piece of paper. You think of some things that you would like to accomplish, and at the top you write, what am I doing this year? What am I doing this sun cycle? And then you write those things down, preceded by that, right? So
we're gonna start making that change with the man in the mirror. Oh yeah. I'm just saying.
Take a look at yourself and make the change.
Exactly.
Yeah, and just set those goals and intentions. Know that you are your own savior. You are your own Jesus. So if you're seeking Jesus, you're seeking justice. So how can you bring justice to yourself and to others? And for that, you just have to ask yourself that own question. This is like, you're able to overcome, right? So, instead of, singing, we shall overcome and waiting to overcome, you're, taking charge, right? What is that Ram or Ford commercial, taking life by the horns, right? Being like for yourself. And I see a lot of the children are going to be committed to something, probably about like the 10 to 16, 17 age range. So yeah, pay attention to the children and support what they have. And if it's something that is, harmoniously, they're good about it, let them commit to it and watch the skills and talents that they already have shine. And with that, I will yield the floor for the Libra zone. Who the heck is that? Ooh, all right, Virgo zone. All righty. All right. So now we are at, let's see, Mirror Lake, New Hampshire, right? Occurring on the Tuesday. And this is occurring at 1300 hours, 23 minutes, 8 seconds, or 1:23 post meridian. All right. We have Sol and Luna in the 9th. All right. Sun definitely loves the 9th house, right? This is his to call upon house, his constellation house, right? We have Cancer on the rise here, 27 degrees, which is looky. All right. So yeah, this is just planting your seeds for any kind of like new philosophies. So if someone could be, wanting to take a change in direction or really just step into what they feel comfortable with and doing, this is that time, Aries season, right? Sun, just got an Aries. We have this new moon. So you're able to plant those seeds for yourself, right? For any goals, but also just for wisdom and knowledge, right? So someone could be wanting to go to like a foreign university and they might not even go what they would say, you know, across the seas or whatever. It could just be, you know, changing schools. It's also maybe like folks like wanting to homeschool too. I'm getting like homeschool university or something in that fashion. You know, making plans for that. Things aren't really clear, but the idea is great, but the vision might not be all the way clear. So really finding balance and beauty in what you're trying to do, right? All right, Mars is in his 12th. Yeah, so this is just behind the scenes planning, you know, information, kind of conversation, and just kind of like realigning your drive to something new, right? Because it could have been towards a purpose that wasn't really true, but now you're having that clarity moment, right? Now you're ready to collect the values, the structure, and everything that you need that you already have within you, but now you're able to start seeing the unseen start unfolding in the scene. Yeah, and just you know, finding balance or a harmonious way to relate to contracts, others, you know, while, you know, trying to get your ideas off your projections, and just find harmonious ways to do that. Right. So I could see someone even like maybe practicing like conversations beforehand, or how they're going to go about something so that the preparation that they're doing on themselves when no one can see will be the same when they're out in the world. And with that, I will yield the floor, right, for the Virgo zone, the East Coast. I'm gonna let my bro shine his light in the Leo zone.
So just kind of sending out, still sharing. You guys know I do like a bunch of multiple sharing, from iMessaging to sharing in different groups on Facebook and DMing different beings and on the Instagram, so you guys can catch on up and see what it is that
catch on up.
Yeah.
Catch on up.
Yeah, because we're usually on this Intuition Monday, we're usually ahead of the transit we're highlighting. So just want you guys to be able to get your hands on that and see some things. You guys know you'll also see this in the email that goes out on Thursday, once we send you the email pertaining to our 7-day tropic medical astro weather report and today's Intuition Moon Day, right? So with that being said, in the Leo zone, right, it's particularly near Puerto Vallarta, all righty? So the Vallarta port, right? Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. All right, this is taking place about 1100 hours, 23 minutes, and 8 seconds. All righty, anti-meridian central, all right, on the 21st March 2023, right, on a Tuesday. So with that being said, it's happening in the 10th house. That's very interesting to see there happening in the 10th. What I will say when it comes to mothers and fathers, right, there will be this seemingly same page type of ideal taking place. People that normally probably don't be in agreement with each other will be able to find that not only are they in agreement in this particular moment, however, they may see the basis to further actually have a viable communication to one another. And with that being said, there will be some self-realization that one can actually put immediate action into making sure that in this type of dynamic that everyone will be able to get along, because it's going to be one out of the two, at least two, that will actually be the one that will be the bigger person, so to speak, the bigger non-statutory person, right? And be able to see where the communication can be stronger by setting the tone necessary for there to be a viable, loving, and productive exchange. And with that, I yield the floor. Going into the Cancer zone now, right? Towards the Pacific Ocean, all right? The Rope, Pitcairn. Look at that, right? Happened about 900 hours, 23 minutes, and 8 seconds, right? This is obviously Pacific time, right? Still 21st March 2023 on Ilawa Hamail or Ilawa Zamail, right? Which is Mars Day, Tuesday. Happening in the 11th house. Very interesting. Moon here, technically, is 11 houses from the sign that it exalts. So it's exalted in, actually. Taurus is on the rise. Therefore, Venus is in the first house in Taurus, ruling the first. Wow. Also ruling over the 6th house. So I think people will be able to really provide themselves a full service, where I think they'll be doing like some type of therapy for not only themselves, but for their certain pet. I really see people probably visiting some type of veterinarian here, dealing with someone else's child, right? Your pet is technically someone else's child, right? So that sun and moon being there in the 11th house, and something will be communicated, particularly dealing with the head and the kidneys, right? Some of you may have a pet that may be experiencing something when it comes to the neck or the throat, possibly. Maybe it's a rescue that you'll be able to get your hands on and provide an immediate change in its values and how it lives. So I really see, coming forward in this one with this new moon here, those of you that are within the Cancer zone, you may be providing a new home or some type of assistance to some pet of your own or a new rescue. Someone also may actually, for those that may deal with much larger animals and growing food on much larger acres pertaining to land, may come across some type of bull or something, or some type of cow, and may, instead of just using the technological plowing, those of you that still use the animals out there, I think what you're going to find is you now can yoke two animals together to really assist you in doing some old school plowing. I think people will be experimenting with that, to be very honest with you, to really see how these two beings can get along, or these two ideals will come along as well. And with that, I yield the floor, finishing this thing on out in the Gemini zone, all right? All righty, Orange, let's eat you. So this is happening on the 22nd, right? March 2023, right? On Iloa Raphael, which is Wednesday, right? Odin's Day, Woden's Day, right? And this is happening at 0600 hours, 23 minutes and 8 seconds, all right? And that is the Manahiki Island. It's happening within the 12th house. So guys, be very wise in really just seeing the new beginnings that is taking place. Those of you that are that are within this Gemini zone, just be very wise, right? When you get up that morning, this is what you should probably do. You should probably take the time to really, care for yourself. You may usually get up out the bed and do something where you're immediately helping around the house. You might want to take this moment in time. If you didn't do it the night before this happens, you might want to just go and really take a really long shower, or really sit in the bath, right? And really allow your mind to not even think about the chores that you normally would do, to be completely honest with you. You don't want to really put your mind into that too much. So what you can do is really just localize within yourself some ideals that, you know what, I'm sitting here taking care of the home and everyone in it, you know what I mean, all the time. So why don't I just really take this time to have like a home spa day type of energy, right? And in having this spa day, what you'll be able to realize completely is that you will activate something within your own thinking that really allows you to have some kind of idea. Due to you isolating yourself this way, you'll have some idea that will not only benefit you and your loved ones at home, but also benefit your immediate community. Kind of got a little energy of, I just got a picture of a well in my mind. So maybe someone will be working on some type of irrigation system that will completely assist the entire community. So with that, I yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I'm well pleased, Brother Sean Ali Mel. Islam.
Islam, broski, and I'll bring us back. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Right. Or we're gonna take it back. We're gonna make it way back. But yeah, it's great. I think if we don't go live sometime today, maybe tomorrow before Lawful Living, I think we should go in, maybe do a Astro Tarot mix, maybe Pluto Ingress Aquarius.
I was thinking like, that's interesting. I was thinking about Instagram Live tonight too, just because you know how people usually will count down on December 31st. And I say we go live at like 5:15 Eastern, like 5 o'clock, 5:15 Eastern, and just kind of speak on some things, on some astrology, some other things or whatever. And when it gets to like 5:24, we begin to count down.
It's the so Astro countdown.
Yeah, I know, right? Do an Astro countdown for the vernal equinox. I was thinking about that, and I trust I remember, right? And I know that's around 4 o'clock Central, about 1600 Central, 1700 Eastern. And so that's what I've really been considering. However, I am down with that also pertaining to the Plutonian ingress into Aries. Yep. I yield the floor to you, bro. It's on.
Indeed. And the orange looks good.
It's actually very juicy.
That's what I'm like, man, that thing look juicy over there. I need one.
Good.
And these over there probably looking like, please drop one. Please drop one.
Good Google it.
Google it.
Yeah, Bobby's not juicy.
All right, so yeah. You already know, got Intuition Monday. Tomorrow is Lawful Living. Wednesday will be the Astro Weather Report. So, back then for that. Thursday, Lawful Living. Friday, Impromptu Improv. And then, Sunday is AstroCivics. So, yeah, we are live at 1, 2, 4 degrees and 2 jointly conjoined.
And shout out to everyone in the chat too, Brother Sean, our beloved brother, Exalted Cyclops. Yeah, he's in the chat. He says, ain't nothing into it but to do it.
Ain't nothing. I think, what was that from? The Wayans brothers? Oh, yeah, when they, I can't remember what episode it was, but yeah, that's from the Wayans brothers episode. He's like, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Ain't nothing. Man, I know. At some point today, man, I gotta go back and find it streaming. But the Jamie Foxx show, man, like an episode came on before I was like rest and recharge. I'm like, man, it's my shit right here, yo.
It's funny when me and my baby was listening to some music the other night, and we were both saying like how it's hard for us to kind of look at, because it's funny because it came on back to back. Little Duval's song with Jacquees and Tank. Have you seen that video? Bro, it's the song is not the best title. It's called Nasty, right? However, Little Duval actually sounds like Will Downing. Like he can actually sing. Oh, wow. Like he can actually sing. So he's got this record with Tank and Jacquees. And then right after that, Jamie Foxx came on, and it's like me and my baby are just like, it's so hard to really take these being serious because we're used to seeing them be comedians, but they can sing. However, I was telling my baby, I said, like, Jamie Foxx was able to cross over in a genius way because I think he utilized the energy of acting as Ray Charles. And right after that, he drops that joint. He drops his album. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, he made the smoothest transition, in my opinion, right? Right away, Mother Carmisha is hilarious. She says, Islam, 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 I am Carmisha Bay. How are you? She's hilarious. She needs some help, yo. Mother Carmisha is hilarious. She said, Peace and love, Moabites. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. She says, Happy New Year. Also, Halo City Young, that's brother Al Nor Latif L, right? He says, Happy New Year, Moors. Oh, wow. She says, homeschool, facts. Mother Carmisha says, brother Halo says, Islamism. That is so hilarious, right?
Yeah.
Because you guys already know, like, do your studies, right? Islamism is actually where we fell. And what Prophet Noble Drew Ali was doing was bringing us back to a mindset like, okay, this is where we fell. Let's remember this. And now let's go back even further, you know what I mean? So that we can be clear that just being masters pertaining to the workings of nature is great. So every time I see Islamism, that's kind of hilarious because I go immediately back to the studies. However, I appreciate you, Brother Al Nor Latif L, as well as Mother Carmisha. She gives a mind blown emoji there. I can't remember for what just right now, but it's all good. And almond cookies or almond cookie S is laughing there. Also, little LOLs out there from you all, and indeed, gratitude and peace and love to you all. Also, thank you for joining us. Right, remember, share this with your loved ones. Alrighty, and guys, schedule your Mirror Astro Literacy sessions with us. You already know 7 Hill Stars, the way to go when it comes to sincere Moorish Americans that are and have been putting forth the astrology. You can DM you can DM Brother Sean, you can DM Brother Corey, and also Brother Terrell, right? Which is JaguarSolar, right? 84 Core at Instagram, JaguarSolar and Instagram for both Brother Corey and Brother Jag. 720 Astro Healing for Brother Sean, and 7 Heal Star for I. All right. If you guys want to get there quicker in DMing us, just go to 7healstar.com. Make sure if you haven't signed up for our email list, sign up for our email list there. And go to the About Us page. You can immediately DM us because there's a button there. You'll find a purple button where you can direct message us immediately.
Don't be awkward.
What'd you say?
I was saying, don't be like awkward or like, you know, like how I was saying that one message I got the other day. I'm like, the fuck? Like,
yeah, it's like, hey, brother, how are you? How's your family? Bitch, I don't know you.
You? Like, who are you? That's why I was like, who are you? Why are you asking about my family? I'm like, are you what?
Do you want a reading or like, do you want an Astro Literacy session or no? Like, I'm not about to sit here and start a potential boo-loving conversation with you. I use social media professionally, not for thirst trapping. All right, you got
exactly. I don't be in my DMs and none of that. Like T.I. said, bro, you don't know me. Like, get on with that. Anyways,
indeed.
Peace and love to you. Oh, let's see.
No, she said mind blown about pets. That's what she was saying. Mind blown about
pets.
Cool. Yeah, indeed. Almond Cookie S says, oh, got you. You're welcome also. Indeed. And Brother Corey says, Islam, the all exalted Cyclops. All right, says
now make sure you get your CMOS from Brother Corey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, how could I forget that, guys? Exactly. So, guys, honestly, and like I said, I put them in my smoothies, so I'm still knocking out. I think I have 4 left out of the 6 that I've ordered. So yeah, we get them by the 3s and 6s. You know what I mean? From Brother Corey. Get your CMOS, guys, from One Heart Supplements. That's also when you go to the About Us page on us. I'm in Healstar. The About Us page has all the bros there and how you can we can be contacted, of course, directly through Instagram, which is usually kind of the easiest if you just kind of want to get in contact with us immediately. And the brothers will, at their discretion, give you whatever phone number if needed, right? But you'll be able to get email or whatever else from the brothers by direct messaging. And, these days, these apps, you can speak directly. You can do a voice call or video chat through Instagram. Also, if you have the bandwidth and the, internet that's strong enough to stream that call. Also, what I will say is, yes, get your CMOS from One Heart Supplements. Like Brother Corey is definitely processing the CMOS himself. He makes the gel himself. So he's getting it like fresh out the book Only thing Brother Corey isn't doing is scuba diving for it. So it's not that many hands between him, you know what I mean, and the sea moss, to be completely honest with you. And it's really great because I like the energy that I feel from it. You know what I mean? Honestly, it's really one of those things where it's like, I feel like I need to do something. You know what I mean? So that's how Brother Corey sea moss is for me. Yeah, it makes me feel like I need to do something. I need something to do. Right. So with
and
that
being
said, forgive me, I'm peeling another orange, y'all.
As it is.
What'd you say?
I said, and already be like wanting to like do a million things as it is, and Brother Corey sea moss is like, yo.
Yeah, absolutely. And forgive me, I know I wasn't giving you guys eye contact, but I have to go peel me another orange. Forgive me. So yeah, you guys get your sea moss from Brother Corey, right? And remember, you go on 7hillstar.com, go to the About Us page after you've actually sign up for our email list if you haven't, and you can get us directly. And the first thing I will always suggest, guys, is get either, these are the top two: Mirror AstroLiteracy session and a Mental Magician report. Brother Sean specifically does the Mental Magician reports, and you guys get your hands, pardon me, on that, so that you can really get to know yourself, guys. The reason why we do this is in harmony with what Prophet Noble Drew Ali divinely prepared in the Holy Quran. Man, know thyself and thy father God Allah, which to me, according to my studies thus far, translates to mind, know yourself, and your process which mother chose or chooses to call upon all balanced law pertaining to the zodiac. So, it's always best to get to know yourself, do this self-reflection session with us, termed the Mirror AstroLiteracy session. And it's not just us telling you things, right? Whichever one of us you choose to get your session with. It's us actually showing you how to further read yourself even after the session, all right? No. So with that being said, guys, I love you. I'm going to yield the floor as I smash this orange.
Peace and love to all, and we is out.